We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin.
You know we've been working, yeah, we've been working, yeah, we've been. Last night I took my pen and my pencil and took a trip out the universe. It's sweeter than cinnamon.
Alrighty, welcome back to the break room. If this is your 10-minute break, 15-minute break, 20-minute break, 30-minute break to an hour, I hope that I can be with you on that journey now. But before we get into that journey, please go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and comment to this YouTube channel, Rooted with Aiysha, and also welcome to the Grounded Bag Podcast. And I'm your host. And the break room is a segment playlist added to the Grounded Bag Podcast as we navigate through work stressors, life stressors, entertainment, but also we're having in-depth conversations to support ourselves and each other as we're navigating each process and each terrain. But the most important thing is knowing that you're not alone as you're doing everything. So this is your moment to woosah. There's a couch, there's a table, there's snacks, healthy snacks. We're trying to keep everyone alive. And then there's also some, there's some coffee. It's not a high tech, but a Keurig can still do a little something. A Keurig can still make you that coffee. So grab a snack and let's get started. But in addition to the Grounded Bag Podcast, please go ahead and also follow me on social media, TikTok, Instagram, X, Rooted with Aiysha, and I'll be linking all of those links in the description box. That way you can follow your girl on social media platforms. And also, make sure that you listen to the Grounded Bag Podcast on Spotify and all other streaming platforms because we are also streaming on those platforms too. And I will also be posting new podcast episodes on there as well. So stay tuned for that. And also subscribe to the Rooted Productions, which features the Grounded Bag Podcast on Substack. I'll be sharing that link in the description box. And my blog posts are free that you can read, listen to, and watch. And more to come. More to come, more to come, more to come. But I hate that I have to talk about this, but let's talk about this web series called Pop the Balloon or Find Love. There was a video that I saw about short hair, and a gentleman, he was African American, based his preference towards a line of Black women, but towards one woman in particular, that why he didn't choose her is because his preference is the short hair thing doesn't work for him. And she was beautiful. And women of all nationalities, not just Black women, wear weaves, wear extensions. If you think that a woman has all her hair, 99.9% of the time, some of us do, some of us don't. But that doesn't define a person. For some individuals, it's because maybe their workplaces, they don't feel comfortable in wearing their natural hair because of discrimination. Or maybe they just don't and they just want to look good. That's their prerogative. But what I would say that has a lot of the individuals in that room shook when they heard his preference is how he said it. He didn't say that I think you're a beautiful woman or I don't want to come across disrespectful, but my preference is for someone to have longer hair, but not to say that you're not a dope individual and that you are worth being loved. Like he didn't say in a way that was empowering, because when people say that they have a preference, especially when it comes to hair, that also creates a level of insecurity in someone where they feel as if, what, do I need to get extensions? Do I need to be like a baddie? Or am I not acceptable for my natural hair that God gave me? And I think that's the saddest thing, especially in the Black community, because if you see and know the history of Black hair, it was always seen as rough. It was always seen as unmanageable, untamed. And I have locks. I've been growing it for 7+ years. So I have more back here, but I have it to the side. And there's some spaces where I get looks and I'm like, oh, okay, that's your prerogative. It's my hair. I take care of it and it's healthy, and that's all that I need to know. It's on growing out of my scalp. What do you want me to do? Perm it? I permed my hair in the past, texturized it in the past, and it damaged my hair. So I did a big chop, grew it, locked it up, and just let it grow. And I would say that the perception of society, and especially white America, its deep-rooted histories of interbreeding with Black women, creating mulatto children, and that being the standard of Black, or that being the standard of hair. In the Self-Made documentary movie with Viola Davis and Blair Underwood, talking about Madam C.J. Walker's, it talked about the hair. It talked about the overall ability to find and love what's on your head, but also it talked about mulatto women saying that their hair is more desired because it's looser, because it's longer, because it's essentially what every Black woman wants. And that is the worst perspective ever, and it's still happening. It is still happening. And the saddest thing is if we don't address it, it's going to continue to happen because there's so many Black and brown babies and Black and brown girls who are out here having to change themselves because of what they see in music videos, because of what they see in society, because of what men and the public puts as a beauty standard versus her respecting and accepting for who she is, what she is, and how she decides to grow and evolve. And the saddest thing is that many of us, we sit by and just don't do nothing about it or say anything about it. And what I love is that the actual um, contestants, they actually stood up on business. They stood on business and they also made sure that their voices were heard and that they clocked his tea, like they clocked him. So let me go ahead and I'm going to get that video and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start. Because we're going to also get into other topics of discussions too, because this pop the balloon has been a trend. And we are going to get into what has been said and what has unfortunately been allowed to continue. Let me go ahead and pull up that video for y'all, and we're going to react to it. Okay, now let's get into it. I'm going to put myself on mute so I hear these women get his whole. Mm-hmm. And this girl was beautiful. And I just have to say this. When someone is clocking your whole tea, the worst thing you could ever say to them is, oh, you're triggered. Really? So what if I said I like a man with Botticelli hair? I like a man that looks like Steph Curry and it's not you. My mama's watching. What if I said that I wanted a man that looks like Michael Ealy and not you? Because his hair wasn't, it looked it looked unkept. It didn't look hydrated. I like the natural look, but it needed some stay soft fro. It needed some sheen spray because it looked dry. At the end of the day, we shouldn't base appearance just on hair because she can have a hair, she can have all of that, but she may not have that heart, that spirit, that divine Holy Spirit, or that character. Because appearances is half of what reality is. It's just half of it. Character is beyond that. That character is what's going to keep your marriage together. Because so many people say that they didn't marry for looks. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. We're not blind. We know what we want. We have a preference. But how he said it did not come from a good place. And his response and his posture, you're going to see. And I know some of you may disagree with me, but it's his posture and how he handled them. He didn't say, I apologize for how that sounded because as a Black man, I who came from a Black woman, I know how sensitive and respectful the discussion of hair is. So if he ever wanted a Black woman, depending on who Black woman is going to tolerate his behind, then I doubt that he might as well just switch teams right now. Save us from this mess and have whatever hair you want and mm-hmm. That's just my soapbox. But gaslighting, don't do that. Because now you're gonna ask for every ancestor, every woman king to come out on your complete bloodline. That, like, who raised you? We can't even blame the parents, because I mean, like, was he raised this way, or like, mm.
Don't talk to black women up here about hair. Follow along. Thank you.
Some of the ladies got really upset after this guy said this lady wasn't his type because of her short hair. Did he deserve the backlash?
More so attracted to longer hair. Yeah.
Fair enough. Your name and age. Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm 33.
And Sandy, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
But that comment about hair, I know your mama got short hair too. She's black. At the end of the day, black women, you don't know what to expect with our hair. We could wear it straight, we could wear it curly, and that was just like too much for me.
Sounds triggered.
It's not triggered.
First of all, I didn't say the hairstyle she had was not good.
You said you don't like girls with long hair. That's not right. You should never said that at all. Bruh. As a black brother, you should have kept that as what it was. Don't talk to black women up here about hair. That's just it. And I'm not triggered. Like I said, at the end of the day, your hair is nappy. Your hair is short. You should be happy where you came from. Period.
She had his whole Noah's Ark A for dinner. Girl, if y'all know this woman, put her in the comments. We need to send her a fruit basket. We need to send her a car. We need to send her some. She reminded him that he comes from a black woman. His hair is nappy. He has black presenting features. That same self-disrespect is what travels into many marriages, many relationships, and why women feel as if we have to be a bee in the afternoon. We gotta be a dominatrix. We literally have to be everything but ourselves, but how God made us to be. We have to inflate our behind because a man is saying, "Oh, your behind looks flat." We have to pump our breasts up because the man is saying your breast is hanging low. Like, well, is your stuff still standing? At the end of the day, that should not be the gold standard, because that's also going to set yourself up to be a superficial individual. And what if he has a daughter? And what if she has hair, even if it's long, but it's so thick it doesn't hang down? What is he going to tell her? "Oh, honey, do you mind, are you open to perming your hair, baby? That may make your hair nice and long and silky." I'm like, you've seen Barbie, right? You like Barbie? That's going to train her to have that thought process. Why I'm heated is because this is why so many black and brown kids are damaged out here, thinking that, "Oh, I want to have mixed babies because their hair gonna be good." First of all, black people have good hair, beautiful hair, thick, fine, wavy hair as well, natural. Y'all seen the Somalians, y'all seen the Ethiopians, y'all seen our brothers and sisters in Chad, their hair, y'all seen our brothers and sisters in Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, and all parts of Africa. Hair is beautiful, skin beautiful, Iman looking, bust down Naomi Campbell. Hey. So at the end of the day, his perspectives, and he said, "Oh, I think you're triggered." Now listen, if I didn't have an upbringing that I have, his behind would have been A to Z. We would have read him his Miranda rights to remain silent. And if he's still single, gee, we wonder why. Or if he switched teams, we have nothing for you. If something happened, don't ask for the black community support. I'm sorry. Like, don't do it. Because we know individuals like Jamie Foxx. We know individuals like other men who marry non-melanated women for their own preferences. And that's okay. But you rest with that. But don't disrespect the actual race and black women because your black A came from a black woman. Don't do that. This is the breakout room, so we're having an open discussion. So why I'm so heated is because I would hate for anyone related to me to ever have this perspective that I want a slim chick, or I want a girl with long hair, or I want a girl that looks like this. Because at the end of the day, you can look like this now, but in 10 to 40 years, even if you have Botox, even if you have enhancements done, things are going to drop. And when you die, things are also going to drop even lower, and it's going to combust. So at the end of the day, self-love, you can't put money on that. You can't put money on that. And when you gaslight someone to think that they're wrong, knowing good and well that you done messed up, okay now. So let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about this pop the balloon? Because at the end of the day, how he disrespected this women's, and added insult to injury, tried to gaslight these women, thinking, oh, are you threatened? Are you triggered? Mm-mm. No, baby, no. Because we're the same black women that you go out marching for you when stuff hits the fan. But sorry, we're getting our nails done. We don't have time for your mess. So let me know what you think in the comments, because we need to have open discussion. Come on, church, we need to talk about self-love versus self-hate. Because that was self-hate right there. Because there's some black women who marry white women or marry other races of women, but they never disrespect a black woman because they come from one. You know what you like, okay, but don't be disrespectful to another race and another group of black women because you're black. Don't forget that. But don't disrespect black women just because you have a preference. Don't do that. If you wanted to have a moment, you had it. Was it a good moment? Nope. Try Married at First Sight and see what you get. Because they're going to come for your A even more. So at the end of the day, this is a reaction, but this is also a real discussion, a case study, because we are fed up of this self-hate, because this is really birthing children that don't like themselves, don't like their lips, don't like their features, don't like their nose, don't like their features, period, and want to change them. I love my Jackson 5 nostrils. I love my King Tut. I love everything. I love my fine, curly, thick hair. I think I need to spray it up though, but it's in its natural glory. I love it all. I love my Corey shell, and I love my Kenyan beads, and I love it all. I love it. Let me know what you think in the comments, because y'all, we need Snoop. Where's Snoop at so we can chill? But you go ahead and take care of yourselves. But we have got to discuss. Let me know what you think. And we've been working, y'all. But the devil is working harder. So that means that we got to pull OT to combat what he is doing. Okay? To combat it. But you take care of yourselves, and see you on the next episode of The Break Room. Bye now.
Girl, nothing, sitting up here watching TV.
Ah, where your sorry husband at?
What?
Where your sorry husband at?